A limited grant of probate? What's that? Don't you just need probate? So probate is a process, and it's through the surrogate courts in Alberta. And when someone passes away and has a will, then we have to go to the court to say, yes, this is in fact the person's last will and testament. These are who all the beneficiaries are. These are the debts of the estate. These are all the assets of the estate. This is how it's all getting allocated. And this is the person who's in charge of running the estate, can sign things, can legally sell houses, open bank accounts, close bank accounts, all that stuff. Now, a limited grant of probate is just what it sounds like. It's limited in terms of its scope and nature. Now, fortunately in Alberta, we now have an electronic system that probate occurs much faster. If your type of will and estate falls into the electronic system, we can usually get probate as of right now, which is a year into this new system being in effect, within 2-3 weeks, not 4 or 5 months like it used to take. Now, sometimes things have to go faster. So, sale of a house. Do we need to get probate in order to sell the house? Because without probate, no one can sign on behalf of the estate. And if we have to go under the old system for that type of estate, and it's going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months, then the limited grant of probate assigns someone to, on a limited basis, deal with specific assets. Sell the house, running a business, anything that's going to be really time sensitive, because a house has to be maintained, has to have insurance, is going to have costs for running it, and the government and the courts know that this is something that it might be important for it to sell. Same as business, being able to write checks and keep the business going to preserve the value of the business are things that might have to go quicker than through the regular probate process. A limited grant of probate will say, all right, you can sell this house or deal with this business, but all the money that's going to come from that sale of the house or business or whatever is going to sit in a bank account for the estate, and that won't be distributed until the final probate is done. So if you have a house and you got to maintain it, the house is sold, cash in the bank is much easier to maintain than a house. It can sit there for an extra few months and it's not a problem. The estate will eventually go on, get probate, and be able to disperse the funds. So probate are a great tool. It allows things to happen much faster than otherwise and allows you to do your job to preserve the estate and make sure that there's no problems to keep you and the estate out of trouble.